So, we have to talk about the current state of the lightweight division. It's in shambles. Who is going to fight Islam Makhachev? Let's look at the ranks. The top 15 is looking very juicy. But let's zoom into the top 10. Islam Makhachev beat the number 10, the number 6, the number 4, the number 2, and the number 1. On top of that, he beat the featherweight king twice. And if you are that good, people that hate you will grow, and more people will start questioning your fighting ability. People will call for rematches, especially now when there are so many new fans in the system of the UFC. People just don't know how you fight and don't care if you have fought them anywhere in your history. So yeah, people will call for rematches.
If King Kong can make 155, okay, bring this guy here.
Now, he was ready to fight in a rematch against the number 2, Charles Oliveira, in which he beat him already when he won the belt the first time. Now, with their scheduled rematch, Charles Oliveira pulled out a week prior and Alexander Volkanovski hopped in. Islam Makhachev knocked out Volk in the first round, and people are saying Islam only beats featherweights. He was also ready to fight in a rematch against the number 1, Arman Tsarukyan. He beat Arman Tsarukyan 5 years ago, 6 years ago, in a decision victory, so people were thinking, okay, Tsarukyan grew, he's a better fighter now, fight him.
Psych!
Very nice, Arman Tsarukyan pulled out a day prior. Renato Moicano hopped in.
I cannot afford to lose!
Islam Makhachev submitted Renato Moicano pretty easily. People are saying he does not fight high-ranked opponents. Come on, guys, come on! Now, Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje won his fight against Rafael Fiziev at UFC 313. Gaethje wants the title shot, which makes sense. Islam Makhachev hasn't faced Justin Gaethje yet. But there is another guy that knocks on the door at the lightweight division.
Let me in. Let me in.
And that is El Matador Ilia Topuria. Well, El Matador, he stated that he is not El Matador anymore. That period is over. He'll switch over to a new name, a new era, probably like El Rey or something, which means the king in Spanish. Ilia Topuria knocked out Volkanovski and Max Holloway back to back and thinks, that was too easy. Let me go up a division and test my skills over there. He vacated the featherweight belt, and he exactly did that. Now he knocks on the door of the lightweight division. But the argument is there if Topuria deserves to immediately face the lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev. Does he truly deserve it immediately, or is it just a statement made by a small portion of fans that bark the loudest, that just want to see the highest possibility, in their opinion, to see Islam Makhachev losing a fight? Now, let's get it together and look at the logic. After one title win and one defense, logical wise, you cannot step up and challenge immediately for champ status, no matter how. At least get one title eliminated challenge first. Having Topuria fight the number 1 or number 2 would be fair, so seeing him face Charles Oliveira or Arman Tsarukyan would be cool. It would be huge anyways, it would do crazy numbers. And it would be even better for Ilia himself. It would create crazy hype if he managed to finish one of those two in style, and for a tune-up match, it would do numbers. To eventually face Islam Makhachev, that would do even crazier numbers. Now, Charles Oliveira already stated that he would be happy to welcome Topuria in the lightweight division. In my opinion, that's an amazing fight to act as a title eliminator match. Charles Oliveira also was coming off a win against Michael Chandler, but that does not really solidify him as a title challenger. And yet Ilia Topuria also responded to the fact of Charles Oliveira being loud and mouthy, which makes it even more interesting. And Charles Oliveira is also slowly advocating for a title shot, so...
UFC, o MMA, tem muito cara que tá, falando demais. De história no UFC, eu posso falar, eu vou fazer 15 anos. Recordista de bônus, finalização, cara que quebra recorde, sou eu. Então, olha só, eu quero lutar na Fight Week, Makhachev também, Dana, Shelby, Hunter, vamos fazer isso acontecer.
Which leads to my final argument. Have Islam Makhachev face Justin. Justin's a legend. Nobody would bat an eye seeing him fight for the title again, even if it happened 2 times before. He lost against Khabib and he lost against Charles Oliveira. But we all know how dangerous Justin Gaethje is. He beat Michael Chandler, he beat Rafael Fiziev twice, lost to Max Holloway, he will probably lose to Islam Makhachev too, but it would put Islam in an even bigger setting for the finalized lightweight fight against Ilia Topuria, if that ever happens. Now, I asked my community who they would like to see face Islam Makhachev in a future matchup, and with over 17,000 votes, it is quite obvious that people want to see Islam against Ilia. Now, don't get me wrong, I truly want to see that fight too. That's like the pinnacle of high-level MMA in the lightweight division, perhaps in lightweight division history, who knows. We've seen Islam against Volkanovski 1, that was high-level MMA to the maximum, but this fight will truly do numbers. It would create hype for both men, pound-for-pound king Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria, the number 3 ranked. My opinion, he's the number 2 ranked. John Jones has to be deleted out of the whole pound-for-pound rankings, but that is just my opinion. But just to keep it fair and right, I just want to see Ilia Topuria first against, in my opinion, Charles Oliveira. It would be such a cool matchup for both men. Charles Oliveira against Ilia Topuria, winner gets a guaranteed title shot against Islam Makhachev, while Islam faces Justin Gaethje in the meantime. Imagine he loses that would break the internet. And yeah, I put Bilal Muhammad in there, as Islam has a dream to fight for the champ status, but literally does not care who they put in front of him. He already proved that by accepting all the short notice fights. So yeah, I haven't mentioned Arman Tsarukyan in this whole mixture, as I should. He still is the number 1 contender in the world. Does he deserve a title shot? Of course. After all those performances. Does he really deserve it? Probably not, because one day notice pulling out is harsh. Very harsh. On a contradictionary of that, I'd still believe Arman is going to give Islam the hardest fight up to date. Even harder than Volkanovski 1. Even harder than Ilia Topuria, in my opinion. Because the level of Arman Tsarukyan is very high all around. He has the power, he has the strength. I don't think he matches Islam Makhachev, but he will for sure give him trouble. And be sure to vote on the poll that I just posted regarding this video to see who you think the next opponent of Islam Makhachev should be. So guys, let me know down below what you think. For now, stay hydrated, keep your guard up, like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more.